This Sunday, my Memorial Day weekend show for my covers show, I have a show, it's all cover songs. And, for Memorial Day, I like to honor musicians who have left us. And you had the great chance to work with Jani Lane. If you could talk about your time with Jani.
Yeah. Terry was filling in. We had a lot of singers filling, or not a lot of singers. We had 3 singers that filled in. Terry did the most of the shows, but we had Jani Lane come out and do maybe, I'm going to say around 10 shows. And I got to know him very, very well. He was completely professional. He always showed up on time, and he was prepared. He knew those songs backwards and forwards. He really worked hard, and he delivered, and he did a wonderful job. And I got really involved because I work with people in recovery on a daily basis. I have my own support team. I got like 48 people. I'm involved with Music Cares. Just about to do this big benefit with Slash and Duff and a lot of musicians to do with recovery and stuff. But anyways, I worked really close with him, and we were speaking daily. I sent him daily prayers. We talked a lot about sobriety. He was doing so well, and I was just supporting, and I go, man, you look so good. I remember sitting with him. We were sitting outside of an airport, and it was maybe 10 in the morning. It was just a really sweet-looking day already, and he just looked amazing. He's sitting next to his wife, and I go, look at this. I go, your fans are saying they've never heard you sound better. The sun is shining, and you look amazing. I mean, what's wrong with this? You know what I mean? And he goes, nothing. He goes, nothing. And we've spoke a lot about sobriety and stuff, and he goes, people don't realize, he goes, I want to be sober more than anything, and he goes, when I'm busy and I'm on the road, I can do it, especially when I put my mind to it and I'm really working on myself. He goes, where I have the hardest time is when everything stops. Like when he gets home and things stop, that's when the lights go off in his head and he can't control the demons. Mm-hmm. And I go, well, let's just stay in touch every day. And we were talking a lot on the phone, and then he dealt himself the fatal blow, and and that's really. I wanted to go to his memorial. I could not wait to get up there and speak and talk to people and tell them that, just so, even though his family knows that he loves them, I wanted to speak for him and tell him that he loved them.
Right.
And, and that he wanted to be a sober man. I mean, this wasn't like, he didn't do this out of spite. He wanted to be a sober man, but the demons won. And it's really unfortunate.
Do you remember the last time you talked to him?
Yeah, like a week before he died. And he was fine. He sounded great. I mean, I spoke to him a lot, and we emailed each other back and forth. He'd get the daily prayers, and when one really hit him good, he like really hit home or whatever, he'd always email me back and goes, yeah, this is what I needed to hear today or whatever, you know what I mean? So he was working a program, but he just, let his guard down for a minute, and unfortunately, there's different level alcoholics, ones that they kind of, they'll slip and they'll go, oh, damn, and they get mad or something, He kind of drank until like he hit his head on a bathtub or, he's kind of a blackout style drinker.
As a fan, as somebody who didn't, know Jani, and obviously everybody listening too, it's nice to hear this kind of stuff, instead of just what you hear in the media. You don't hear, the backstory and how hard he really was working. It's really great to hear that.
He really was. And the dude, you got to understand that we're not talking about just some random singer. I mean, this guy had so much talent, it was like absolutely silly. I mean, when he got his record deal, they said they only want him. They don't want his band.
Oh, wow.
He made that happen. He made the band thing happen. And it came with a few things, but whatever. He was a really good guy, man. And addiction is just ugly, and some don't make it, and it's really, it really frustrates me.
And especially being in your line of business where so many people who have dealt with it. And I was lucky enough to have seen one of the shows with you guys and him when you guys played in Medina, and it was actually that one weird show where Warrant was actually opening up for you guys.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, because you're in Minnesota. Yeah, I remember that, and they were playing. They played a Warrant and stuff. Yeah, that was a bit strange. I think that was a little uncomfortable, but
yeah, but Jani sounded absolutely amazing. I do remember it was like, wow, I mean, I knew he could sing, but Jack is kind of, has got his own little thing, and he's not easy to replicate, and Jani did a great job on it.